Alright, so we're here to build the Mosasaurs, and bet you can already see. Oh well. So we're supposed to start off with pack number 2, and then, yeah. You can get all this. I have Dolores. I already did build on that. I want to get this, maybe the Spinosaurus too, we'll see. But I want to get this Titanosaurus so badly. Anyways, so let's get straight to it. Okay, so I'm going to get straight to it. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking because I know if I do, I'm going to get sidetracked. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to, well, take this and put this aside. Found his head. I did find his, oh, I found his lower torso. Oh, found it. So we're going to take this, tab this in, take this, tab this in, and then we'll give his gun, and what do you know? We'll just take this, and oh, I think that is the whole thing right there. Okay, well, I'm gonna make him stand all the way right here. Oh, okay, well, it still worked out either way. We were supposed to give that to him. Anyway, so we're gonna take this, we're gonna go as fast as we can because I gotta do some stuff in the morning. So we're going to take this and tab that in, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and then take this and tab that in, and that will secure it. Like this will secure that. Now keep in mind this is going to be a big build. So I don't know if I'll get to this today. I don't know. I might just have to break this up into parts. Well, not into video parts. I mean, like, I might have to record this at different times. So that is done right there, and this is supposed to be like that, and then we're supposed to take this. I don't know what this is. This is supposed to be coral reef, I guess, that I have in my hand, and then we're supposed to take this and tab that in. Take this, tab that in, and this is supposed to tab in there. Oh, okay, I see. And then this is supposed to tab in there. There we go. Oh, I guess we're not done yet. We're gonna take this, tab that in, and then this is supposed to tab in back here. There we go. And then we're supposed to take this and take this, tab this in, and then tab that in there, and then this is supposed to tab in there. Oh, well, I guess we're supposed to get a long one? Okay, yeah, we were supposed to get a long one. A piece, I mean. You know, this kind of reminds me of Lego Harry Potter. Somehow it does. It feels like we're doing that deja vu again without even noticing it. And then this is supposed to tab in there. This is supposed to tab in there. And then this little piece is supposed to tab in right there. I guess that's supposed to make those rocky mountains. I don't know. And then this is supposed to tab in like that. And then what's supposed to happen is this is supposed to tab in like so, and then this is supposed to tab in like that. And then this is supposed to tab in like that. And that is supposed to tab in like that. And this is supposed to tab in like that. And then finally the fishy comes and says, I want to hang out here. Now the fishy can hang out. And then this tabs in like so. And then this tabs in like that. And then we turn this around. Then we tab this in. And then there is one more like this. Good. We're almost done with these blue pieces right here. And then this is supposed to tab this in. Right there. And then this is just supposed to tab in like that. And then I think they're making us repeat the same thing. So it's exactly the same thing. If you still want to follow, you can go ahead. But if you do want to watch, I'll do it because you guys want to watch. You can go ahead and skip this part. But it's exactly the same thing if you're asking me. Why do they make us do this? I don't know. And then they make us do this whole thing. Yeah, it's just basically a repeat. That's what it is. And then just tab that in. Yeah, they just like make us repeat this whole thing again. Except this gray piece will go on here on the grays. And then this green piece is supposed to tab this in here. And then this will just go here. And hey, if you want to make it more rocky and extreme, you can guys go ahead and do that. Make it more rocky. I don't know. I mean, this side is not gonna, yeah. So yeah, see that happens there, and then. And yeah, just throw that there while we still can. Why not? And then you're supposed to attach that in. And I don't want to deal with this, you know, like so. I am gonna put that in there. So the water is splashing there. And then we are done with these islands. That's it. There's nothing to do there, and I can just make this guy hold this. There you go. So now we're going to be working on the Mosasaurs. This is long. I'm pretty sure I'm going to work later on with this. Anyway, so we're going to take this and tab this in. Take this and tab this in. And then tab this in. There we go. Okay, so take this, tab this in. Yo, I feel like it's almost midnight. Oh no, Still 11 o'clock. We are good. So tab this in. And you want to take this and this. I'm trying to go as fast as I can because I know I won't get the chance to do this, so I'm just going ahead and doing this right now. And then this is just going to tab in like so. I might just like end up like cutting this video, I'll be honest, because I know it's going to be like a lot of, you know, things going on. So I'm going to tab this in. And then we're going to take this and tab this in like so. And then we're going to put that there for a second. Oh, it has already been a second, but it's not what I mean. Okay. So we're going to tab this in. And then tab this in. We're going to tab that in like that. I think we're going to do the same exact thing, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we've already got that done, and now we're going to take this and tab. Oh, okay, so we're supposed to tab in like that, and then we're supposed to tab this in like so, and then leave one. Yeah, skip one and do one, skip one and do one. I guess it's one of those types of things. So I think they might just make this do repeat. I don't know, but I get the feeling they might. So we put that to the side. Well, let's see what happens, because this one is so different. So we're going to take this and tab this in. And then take this and tab this in. And take this and tab this in, and then they want you to do the same thing except the inverted way. So they want us to do exactly the same thing the way we have it. So yep, and then tab this in. Yeah, it's just like a lot. I feel like this one has like a lot of repeated things. Yeah, this one has like a lot of repeats. I feel like so. Let's see how far this one goes. And like I said, we'll see. I'm not sure if there's going to be any repeats or not. Yeah, I've already went ahead and done the other side, but I'm not sure if there's going to be repeats or not. If there is, then there probably is. So this one, I guess we're going to have to color code this one. Yeah, see, color code. Although I would have to disagree, like how, you know, how the Mosasaurs look. Mosasaurs were never green, from what I remember. They were always either brown or they were. I don't think they were brown either. They were like grayish. Always were grayish, bluish, maybe grayish. And then this one, not throw it. So you tab this in, and I feel like it's gonna be a lot. This one's gonna be a repeat. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a repeat. I mean, then again, I could be wrong, but you know, for a fact, this is gonna be a repeat. I might have to do this off screen, maybe, but not right now. Let's see what happens. Let's see where it goes. So you're supposed to tab this in, and then you're supposed to take this and this, and you are supposed to tab it in and tab this in, and then you're supposed to tab this in and tab this in, and then you're supposed to match this whole thing. And you know, we're almost done with this. I have a lot of work to do. You guys, yeah, you guys don't. In terms of like, you know, maybe I don't know, but I have a lot of work. I have a lot of work to do. Is what I'm saying. You know what? I'll take it back. I have a lot of work to do. Okay. I mean, maybe you guys have a lot of work to do. I don't know either. And these videos will be scheduled like usual, but I think I'm going to take a little break and get caught up with my gaming channel. If I'm being honest. Because I haven't been doing so much on that one, and I need to get going. So it'll be huge disappointment. I'm already losing subscribers on there, so I gotta get going with it ASAP. So that's, see, when you're recording stuff and like when you're doing your thing on YouTube, you gotta get caught up with this. You gotta stay updated to it, you know. Yeah, so you're supposed to color code it, I guess. So yeah, we're supposed to color code it. So I'll try to make it make sense. This is, I don't know. Yeah, that looks weird, but I'll work with it. It is a Mosasaur anyway, right? So I went with a custom design. You know, screw it. Okay, I probably put it upside down, but oh well. I see what happened. Alright, it's fixed. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm not sure if that's the way I'm supposed to do it, but okay, I'll work with that, you know. But hey, everything still worked out at the end, so that's nice. And that's its outer flipper. So we are doing exactly the same thing as the other side. And I need to switch my batteries out, and I'll be right back. It is not a repeat. I thought it was a repeat. It is not a repeat. Okay. It is not a repeat. This is literally its tail. Yeah, so this is literally its tail. I thought it was like, wow, how big is this flipper? But no, it's literally its tail. I thought I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be a real life-size one. So anyways, we're gonna take this and you're gonna tab this in. I'm trying to go as fast because I know this build is taking time than it should. And do we have another missing piece? Why do I feel like, okay, I was gonna say, why do I feel like I do have a missing piece? We're supposed to take this and this, we're tap that in, and then we're supposed to take this and tap that in. I know I sound like a broken record, alright? It's just because I want to get this done. And I gotta get going soon, so. And then I may or may not have time for this. So I'm just going as fast as I can. It's about to be midnight. Yeah, I think I might have to pick this up in the morning. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see how far we can get. And then tab this in, right? Oh, okay. So, and then tab this in, and tab that in like that. And then we're supposed to take this, tab that in, and then we're supposed to take this and this, tab that in, and tab this in on top. You must guys be wondering, like, hey, yo, dude, if you didn't have time, why are you doing this right now? Well, because I want to get this over with, and pretty much limited on time right now. And then we're supposed to tab this in on both sides. We're supposed to, yeah, I'm just going as fast as I can. I would be in the mood for telling a story, and I really want to. It's not that I don't. I really do want to tell you guys a story, but you know, I know that if I do, I'm gonna get sidetracked. And need to get going. And then this is gonna tab in here on the side, and then I'm not gonna able to finish on time, so I am trying my best to finish this up. And then I believe this is just supposed to just tab in there. Yep. So we're going to take this and tab this in on both sides. And then we're supposed to take this and tab this in, and that's it. It's exactly the same thing on both sides. Hey, just like that, we're almost done. With this side, of course, but and we're supposed to align these tabs up. And we're supposed to tab that in, tab that in, like that. Huh, pretty much did everything, same thing all around. Okay, so this is going to attach to this. There we go. Now this is just the back. This was going to be the longest flipper I ever made. If that was the case, that would be the longest flipper I ever made. Yeah, that's like the longest. That would be the longest flipper I ever made. That piece just yeeted out there. I don't know why. Yeah, that piece, like, I ain't having any of this. I am going to yeet off. Okay, so what do we do? Okay, so I gotta get going with this pretty fast. Alright, you know what? I'm boring you guys. Fine, I'll tell you the story. So, when I went to Legoland, you know what I did? I rode a Lego movie. The ride. Yep, I did that. The end. You're welcome. Now, but all seriousness, one of my best friends and I went to San Diego, and at the time we took that trip, we went to San Diego, and then the very first theme park we ever rode was well, not the first theme park. The very first theme park we ever went to, sorry, was Legoland. Man, I was so excited. I was so excited, and I was super duper excited. Okay, I'll continue my story. So, anyway, went to SeaWorld, or not SeaWorld, I'm so sorry, Legoland. We definitely did went to SeaWorld too. That was fun. Definitely will admit that. But yeah, I went to Legoland, and it was definitely fun. I enjoyed it for what it was. Legoland was like still Legoland is still definitely yeah, so Legoland is still definitely my favorite. And I definitely enjoy it. I mean, do I feel like going back there again? Probably not. I mean, no, I don't, but it was definitely fun. So, and the Legoland, I mean, I definitely enjoyed everything that Legoland had. And it was definitely enjoyable. My favorite ride was the Bionicle Blaster. I remember, oh my gosh, this takes me back to this. I remember we were on this ride, and there were kids in the distance. There was the Bionicle Blaster only had one. What was it? It only had like one drop, and out of nowhere, I just dropped an F-bomb. I just dropped an F-bomb, so that was funny. I dropped it, and thankfully there weren't kids around, because the fall actually got me. So, And yeah. I don't think anyone's parents will let me ever like, yeah, I don't think we ever want you to go on a roller coaster with us around. Wait, did I do this wrong? Okay, I definitely did. No worries, fixable. There we go. Yeah, that's why I try to avoid roller coasters for the most part. Nathan, you know what I'm talking about. One of my friends, Nathan, he knows what I'm talking about. I actually end up cursing, like after, like there was like, frick, but not exactly like that, but very close. I can't say it because I don't want to get, demonetized. I don't want to be like in front of YouTube like, yeah, this kid needs to be, yeah, this dude needs to, not this kid, this dude needs to be banned, and I'm not gonna do that, But that's the best I can do, and I said frick. I didn't say that when I was on the ride, but I'm saying it right now because YouTube, how YouTube is nowadays, and yeah. So I'm not cursing anybody out. I know. I know one of my friends, Nathan, is who say, yeah, no, Harmon, curse, I dare you to curse. Nathan, shut up. He'd probably be like, why? No, Harmon, no. We aren't gonna do this right now. Anyway, yeah, so I ended up cursing, and it's not because I wanted to, it's just because I ended up doing it because when you go on roller coasters, when you go on roller coasters and you expect to scream or something, that's exactly one of those types of moments. But yeah, I ended up screaming. I ended up saying that out loud. Thank God there were I didn't get caught and no one heard me in the distance. And one of my friends said, "Harvin, calm down. There are kids right there." I'm like, "Wait, where? I didn't even see any of them. What are you talking about?" Like, dude, there's like right there. I'm like, oh shoot. I'm like, I just said. I didn't say exactly like that, but I'm just like censoring myself, so I don't get, so I don't want to get banned. I'm supposed to be like friendly. My channel is supposed to be like kid friendly, So I don't want to be like, okay, now this I don't want the parents to be like, okay, this is a profanity. This is the profanity thing that's going on here. I don't think we're gonna let our kids watch this guy anymore. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. That'd be such a bummer. I mean, I do say curse words out loud. I really do. I just, be careful around when I'm just like around kids and all. So I just try to be careful. I'm just like, gosh darn it. Yeah, I try to be careful when I'm using curse words around. My nephews, it's not a big deal. It's okay. So we got the tail out of the way. My nephews, yeah, that's something different. I curse in front of them, and I don't give, you know, hoots. I don't know if that's the best way to say it, but hoots. Because at the end of the day, they're just my nephews. And they're annoying, so. Like, how could you say that to your nephews? Well, they're annoying. So what else did you want to say? I mean, my nephews I don't care about so much because they're so frick annoying. So, I don't care about them that much. I mean, I do, but I don't at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You're probably thinking, well, how did you say that to your nephews? Well, because they're annoying. And they're annoying, and that's all I can say about that. And I don't care so much about them that much. Because they are that annoying. I said it. We don't have too much to work with on this piece. I mean, it definitely is a lot, but still. So we're gonna go fast on this as we can as I tell you my story where I left off. So anyways, so I screamed out loud and I said the F word. I mean, no one heard me. I guess a couple of kids might have heard me, but they don't know that it was me though. So that was the best part. So I sort of got it. So I sort of got away with it. If it weren't for those million kids, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you guys. But no, but all seriousness though, no, I didn't get caught or anything saying that. Even if I did, they could have just probably just asked me to not do it again. It's that simple. But yes, I did use profanity. I did use profanity. And my best friend, the best part was my best friend was there too. One of my best friends. I have 6 best friends, but one of my best friends was there to hear it. So that was hilarious. It's like, well, there are kids here, buddy. you don't want to say it out loud. So I haven't seen my buddies in a minute. It has been a minute since I haven't seen my buddies. I'm pretty sure by the time this video's up, I might have already seen them. But it's been a while since I've like hung out. I wonder what they're up to. So. But I do remember that it was such a hilarious moment. Last time I ever got to hang out with my friends, it was back in July last month. From when I'm recording this is August. Yeah, July, August. It's been a while. And then I'm gonna put that to the side. So yeah, it has been a while since I've talked to them. I want to hang out with them again, see what they're up to, you know. So you're gonna tap that in a couple times and I'll be right back. 5 more times. And after you're done that, you're gonna tab this in, and then you're gonna tab this in like that, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it took me a little bit. I thought I've lost a piece. So now what's gonna happen is what? Okay, water. I said water. Speaking of which, I just need water. I need to speak water. I need to drink water because I'm thirsty. Anyways, so we're gonna tab that in. Tab that in. So anyway, yeah, priorities have changed. So anyways, yeah, we had fun, and it was such a nice, vacation that we had. Legoland, definitely I enjoyed. I'll never forget that moment. It was such definitely a nice moment. It was like a nice trip we ever had. I keep wanting to say nice moment, but it was definitely a nice trip we ever had. Regardless of how funny it was, I will give it that much. So again, it was definitely fun. Oh, and yeah, the Lego movie, that's right. So the Lego movie, right, it was fun. First time we went there, it was like, it got shut down. They didn't tell us, and we were just sitting there on the ride, and we were just thinking like, okay, so I was telling one of my best friends, I'm like, imagine, he was just telling me, I'm sorry, that imagine this was a ride. I'm like, man, that would be so bad. I can't remember if I was saying that or he was saying that. I can't remember. It was a while ago. Maybe I said that. I'm like, dude, imagine this was a ride. It's like, well, this is the worst ride ever. Literally, I'm not kidding. So, it was definitely hilarious. And then this one should go here. This one should go here. And this one should go here. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so we did that. We're going to tab this in. It's already midnight and I gotta get to bed. Anyway. So, exactly, that's exactly how things went. So it was so funny seeing that I cursed. I'm not the type of person who curses a lot. I mean, slightly I will time to time, but I don't curse. At least I try to avoid cursing. And I know one of my best friends will have something to say to that. I don't know why, but I know he will. He'll be like, nope, buddy, you curse a lot. I don't know what you're talking about, but you curse a lot. I bet. But anyways, yeah, but that was like, a long time ago. That was like 3 years ago, jeez. Or no, wait, that was 2 years ago. Was it? No, that was back in yeah, that was like 2 years ago. Jeez, time has passed. Anyway, yeah, time has definitely passed between then and now. Well, we are close to home stretch, and I say close. We are getting close to the end of the build. Close. You know, I'm surprised we're like close to getting finished. I didn't think that this was gonna get. Yeah, I didn't think this was just gonna be that fast. There was one oh okay. I was gonna say, I remember saying one more. I feel like there's like one more there, but then it answered for me. So, yeah, that's how things went at the time. I definitely, if you guys ask, yeah, I definitely do miss those times. I don't know. I asked one of my friends to hang out. You know, let's go do something. But I'm not sure if he's up to. I'm not sure if he's up to it or not. I tried to even ask him. Let me. Jeez, my camera's battery keeps just dying interchangeably. I'll be right back. Okay. So yeah, I asked one of my best friends. I'm like, yo, let's hang out. It's like, well, we'll have to see when I have my next day off. I'm like, okay. I don't know. We'll have to see. Been a while since I saw a movie too, as well. Honestly, I feel like there was supposed to be a tan piece that was supposed to go there first. Huh. Okay, I see what happened. I missed one little small section. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. I was gonna say, why isn't it going like it should go, right? Yeah, I was off by that. Okay, so I gotta get going with this right now. And then, just gonna ask to tab this in. So yeah, we went to go ride that Lego movie, the ride. It was nice, definitely enjoyable. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and done that on the other side, and now we're gonna take this and tab it in here, tab in here, tab in here. Okay. Got that done. I'm going fast now. I'm gonna go fast. I'm gonna have to actually. Alright, but I'm gonna have to cut my story time short. I have one more, but I'm gonna continue the story, but then that's it. I can't tell any more stories after that. So we went on the Lego ride, and then I'm like, and I told one of my friends, I'm like, hey, imagine this was a ride. It's like, oh gosh, that would be like the horrible thing they've done. I'm like, yeah, I agree. So that was that. And we actually didn't end up having like fun. It was fine. We even saw this one, at some point we even saw this one road called Miles of Carsway. I still joke around with one of my best friends around. It was like, oh gosh, I'll never forget that. They had like a very unique way of saying it, and I'm like, yeah, they do. So, but anyways, yeah, that trip was fun, but thinking about it now, I'm just like, whatever. I don't really care about it because, you know, it happened a long time ago. Plus, when it was fun at the time, but then eventually it got old. Thinking about it, and then, you know, that was a long time ago. Like I said, so, you know, it's better not to live in the past, focus on the now, and then just go from there. Oh, okay. But I will admit, it was pretty fun. I will never forget that moment where we went to Legoland. I swear, I feel like I went back to my 5-year-old self, except with extreme profanity. Yeah, that was fun. Alright, so I need to wrap this up as soon as I can. Right, 2 hours past my bedtime. But there's one thing, and I'll never forget that part. And this just taps in right there. There you go. Now we're back. Okay, so let's get going. I'm just trying to figure out where to start off. So they're gonna ask us to do this on both sides anyway. So that's nice that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, whoa. Wait. Hold up. We were supposed to tab it in like this? Really? Okay, so I was off just a little bit. Okay, well, here we go again. So we're going to tab this in like so. You're going to have this in like so. Alright, so once we have done that, we are going to have this in, and this in, and then I know I sound like a broken out record, but I really gotta get going, guys. I really do. It's because it's time for me to sleep already. No. Anyway, so yeah. Those were the times. And it was definitely one of those fun times. And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget how excited I was to I'll never forget how excited I was just to, be at Legoland. Alright, so we're almost at the home stretch, I hope. So we're going to create its fins, and then in the next part, the last part, we're going to be creating its head. Yeah, sorry, I'm talking to the camera. That's because where I have my camera like set on the extender. So I was looking down and I have the camera literally right against, like on my table. And yeah, so we're literally we're literally almost done. I'm gonna do exactly the same thing on the other side, but I want to get this side done first, and then I'll fast forward with the other one or something. Not fast forward. I meant to say that I was going to just, skip over the part where you guys are, you don't guys have to, like, watch me struggle. I don't know if you guys want to watch me struggle with or see the same thing again, because it's exactly the same thing, And I don't know if that's what you want to see, but I'll be right back again. Okay, so I got 2 of these done, so now it's time for me to attach this. I was trying to see if I had it right. Attach these on both sides, and there we go. I'll put this guy to the side right there. So once we're done with this, this is all we have left. And I put that like that because so we have enough room, and I'm gonna wrap this up pretty quickly because I need to sleep. Alright, so take this, tab that in, just like that, and take this, tab that in, take this, tab that in, and there should be, I hate it when, I almost said profanity on here. Okay, well, I found it, thankfully. So and then you take this piece, you tab that in. I'm trying my best to hurry up. Larry, when I said I was gonna hurry up, that's when that disappeared. I don't get why. Anyway, you're gonna take this, you're gonna tab it in the middle, like that. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna take this piece and you're gonna tab it in like that, both sides. It's gonna receive two different pieces. Well, so we're going to take this, two pieces right here, tab them in, tab them in. We're going to take this piece right here, and we are going to tab that in. It's a lot of doing, so we're going to take this and just slide it in, like so. And then we're going to tab this, or we can just, tab this in on one side. And then we are going to take another piece like that. If I can find it, there should be two pieces. I don't know why they keep going missing. Seriously. Alright, so we're going to take that. And we're going to come back here. And then we're going to tab this in. Like that. And then what we're going to do is take this, tab this in, tab this in, and then we're going to take these two, tab them in, and then take these two, tab them in, and tab them in. Alright, so I will continue this off tomorrow because I am sleepy, but let's just, I'm gonna finish this. Actually, where are we? How far are we? Yeah, we're definitely far. Around this time I'd be still be sleeping, so what I'm gonna do is tab that in just like I did. I'm just gonna finish this one thing quickly, and then I'm gonna head to bed. I'm tired. And tab that in, and there should be another piece, and there we tab that in. Another piece, tab that in, and then I will pick this up tomorrow. Okay, so I'm picking this up from yesterday, and what we're gonna do is tab this in on both sides. Tab this in on both sides. I was feeling so sleepy. The part I did the first part of the video, so this is like divided into 2 days. I thought I would finish it like yeah, Larry thought I'd finish it like in a day or so, but had I not slept I would have been feeling sleepy, so that's the reason I had to take a little break from the video and yeah, get it done now. So and I believe this is supposed to peg in here. Yeah, this is how they're showing it. I think it's the same thing as on the other side. So we're going to tab this here. And tab that there. And what's going to happen is this is going to tab in right there. This is going to be its jaws. Not to make a pun, by the way, so. And we're going to attach that eye there. And wow, that looks so menacing. And then we're going to flip that over, and then what's going to happen is we're going to do the same thing as we did with others. So I'll be right back. Alright, so once you have done that, you're going to take this and you are going to tab this in. So I already went ahead and done that. Take that, tab that in. Like so. Oh, and I forgot to do one more thing. This is just a quick little one. That's not a big deal. Then I forgot to tab this in. Now, we're gonna flip this, or we're gonna flip this. Yeah, we're actually gonna flip this upside down. Right? Okay, now. So, once we're done with that, we're gonna come back here and tab this in like that, and then we're going to take this, tab this in, and tab this in right here. Jeez, this is a long build. But hey, I did majority of the majority of the builds yesterday. So I'm just picking this up from yesterday, and then this is just gonna tab in. We're at the home stretch basically at this point, so yeah, so we're gonna tab this in like that, and then what's gonna happen is we're gonna put that down for a minute, and we're gonna take this and we are going to tab this in. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the other. No need to like skip this part because it's that easy. And then we're just gonna tab in like that. And then what's gonna happen is this is just gonna receive this tab right here on both sides, or not just tab, this piece is gonna go there basically is what I'm saying. And then this, okay, so I guess this is gonna go in there. I'll just go with my customize. I don't know how they want me to do this, but I'll just go with my customize. And then once, okay, they want you to do the same thing there. Okay. Alright, cool. So once you have done that, you're going to come over here and you're going to tab this in like that. You're going to tab this in like that. And then what you're going to do is take this, tab this in like that. Tab that in like that, and you can just adjust it however you want to your liking. That is literally up to you. And then what you want to do is tab this in and it's gonna be vice versa. It's easy to do it now because it's eventually gonna get you know, harder anyway, and it's easier. So this will just tab in like that. See, it just gets easier. I don't know why they would ask you to do the same thing over again on the sides when they could totally just make you do it just when, you know, like the same thing over again, but whatever, you know. They're gonna make you do it anyway. So. Okay, oh well. As long as it fits, it fits. And then they want you to take this long piece and tab that in, and this is what you should have. Oh, and I forgot to tab in one more piece. They didn't tell me to do this. And then they want you to tab this in like that. And then they want you to take this and tab this in. And then they want you to take this, tab that in, and then take, okay, yeah, so take this and tab it in. Just want to have it orientated in a certain way. And then that, and then you want to tab that in on the other side too. And we're going to tab that in, and then there's one more piece. There we go. Now I forgot what we were talking about, but I guess we were talking about something. I honestly can't remember because it already is the next day I'm recording this. So take this and tab this in. Anyway, so we're gonna take this, tab that in. Okay, no, that's the wrong piece. Okay. It's not it. That's it right there. There we go. And then you want to make sure this match, that the other side matches this side too. So it's so difficult. I don't know which I'm gonna say I don't know which one it is. Anyway. And then we're going to turn its head upside down. And then we're going to tab this in. Tab this in. There is like a small little piece here somewhere. I don't know where it is. Yeah, so we need the lower... Oh, found it. Yeah, we need a lower jaw. Too, so... The Lego characters are getting so frustrated right now. Anyway, so we're gonna take this, the Lego pieces. I mean the Lego characters, the minifigures. I mean that's what I was talking about. Anyway, so you want to take this and tab that in like that, and then you want to take this, tab that in, tab this in, and tab this in like that. Alright, so this is what you got. Now what you want to do is take this. Oh, okay, we're missing one piece. So what you want to do, oh, okay, I got what they're doing. So we're going to take this piece and this piece, and you're going to tab this in. I got it, okay? And take this, tab that in, take this, tab that in. And then this will just, I don't know how this is going to tag in. Okay. Yeah, see, that works. Even the slightest mistake. Okay, so now we got that done. We're going to tab this in, and then we're going to tab this in. There we go. So what do you want to do now is tab this in, tab this in, and tab this in. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other because it's going to ask us to do it anyway. And we are going to go ahead and tab that in on each side. There we go. So do you guys see how this is supposed to be? Okay. So we're going to take this, turn it around, and we are going to, anyway, so we're going to take this, tab that in, and tab that in, and that's how it should look. And then we're going to take this and this little piece. We are at the home stretch. And then take this, tab that in, and there should be one more piece. I don't know where do half of these pieces go? That's where I wonder. Anyway, so we're gonna take this and tab that in, and just as I was about to get close to this, and all you do is attach this in, and there we go. I mean, technically I can leave it like this and not attach his head. I mean, it wouldn't make a difference. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do extra modifications on this and tab that in. This is just an extra. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. And then, I don't know. Then we'll just tab this in on both sides. I'm just using these extra pieces so I can just put these pieces to use. So all you gotta do is just attach this right there, and then there you go. And then that gives it more scary looking. You can rotate its head side to side barely. You can open and close its jaw. You can move the body side to side, everything else side to side. It just goes, and then the tail obviously goes to so much. You know, so. And then you can move this up and down. You can rotate them. Here, I'll show you this side. You can rotate them. Same thing with the front. You can rotate them, sort of. So, there you go. And, yeah. There you have both of these right here. And, yeah. That's it.